Personal versus commercial license. Pricing the same template for different buyers. The same template can sell for $9 or $99 depending on one word in your license. Here's a number that trips up almost every template creator. The exact same Canva deck, Notion dashboard, or Lightroom preset pack can be worth $9 to one buyer and $99 to another, and the file inside the zip doesn't have to change at all. What changes is who's allowed to do what with it once they've paid. A hobbyist wants to use your budget tracker for their own life. An agency wants to hand it to 50 clients and bill them for the setup. Those are wildly different transactions wearing the same product photo. And if you're only charging one price, you're either scaring off the casual buyer or leaving money on the table from the professional one. This is the personal vs commercial license play, one of the fastest pricing wins available to anyone selling templates, presets, swipe files, or design assets. You don't need 2 products, 2 file uploads, or 2 landing pages, just one well-labeled product page, 2 price tiers, and a license paragraph that actually means something. Let's build it. Why one file can have 2 honest prices. Pricing isn't really about the cost of production, it's about the value captured downstream. A freelance designer who buys your Instagram template pack to post on their own account is getting convenience. A social media agency that buys the same pack to reskin and resell to 12 clients is getting a business asset that generates revenue for them, repeatedly, without your involvement. Charging them the same $9 you charge the hobbyist is underpricing your most valuable customer segment. The trick is that you're not pricing the file, you're pricing the rights attached to it. That's why font foundries have done this forever. A single font file ships with a desktop license, a web font license, and an app embedding license, each priced differently, even though the file is identical. Digital creators can borrow that exact logic without needing a legal team. The 2-tier structure that works for almost any template. Some creators add a third middle tier, a client use license for freelancers who apply the template inside paid client work but aren't reselling the file itself. That's a fair addition once you understand your buyer base, but start with 2. 3 tiers too early just adds decision fatigue and tanks conversion on a product that hasn't proven itself yet. Anchor with the top tier first. When you write your product page, describe the commercial tier's value before you mention the price gap. Buyers who'd never consider paying 8x for the same file will pay it once they see it framed as unlimited client use or resold to your list. The anchor changes the whole conversation. Setting up the tiers on your storefront. You do not need 2 separate product listings, 2 file uploads, or a subscription system to run this. Inside your store.fan dashboard, upload the file once and offer it as 2 price points on the same product. A lower price labeled personal license and a higher price labeled commercial license. Because store.fan handles instant automatic delivery, both buyers land on the same secure download link and get the same email confirmation the moment payment clears. No manually emailing files or tracking who paid what in a spreadsheet. Upload your master file once. The zip, PDF, or Notion link doesn't change between tiers. Create 2 checkout options on the same product page, priced according to your tier structure. Name each option by use case, not by number. Personal use and commercial resale license outperform basic and premium every time. Paste your actual license terms into the product description so both tiers are legally and practically clear before checkout. Add a 1-line comparison right above the buy button so buyers self-select, instead of emailing you to ask which one they need. If your template line grows, browse a live example store to see how creators lay out multiple price points on a single page without it feeling cluttered. The pattern holds regardless of niche. Presets, resume templates, pitch decks, and printable planners all use the same basic tiering logic. Writing a license that actually protects you. The license paragraph is doing real work here. It's the difference between I charged more for the same thing, and I sold a different set of rights. Keep it in plain English, but be specific about who can use it, where, and whether they can resell or redistribute it. Can the buyer use this on their own brand, blog, or social accounts? Can the buyer use it inside client work they personally deliver? And if so, is that covered under personal, or does it require commercial? Can the buyer resell, relicense, or redistribute the file itself as is or modified? Is there a cap on number of end uses, seats, or client accounts for the commercial tier? What happens if someone shares a personal use download outside the terms? Do you reserve the right to revoke access? Do you require attribution? Or is it silent, white label? You don't have to draft this from scratch every time. Write one solid template license once, save it, and swap only the specific use clauses per product. Most creators fit a real license in 120-150 words. Resist pasting in a 5-page legal document nobody will read. We didn't raise our commercial price because the file got better. We raised it because we finally admitted agencies were making real money off it and paying us like it was a coffee. Common mistakes that undercut the whole strategy. Pricing the commercial tier too close to personal, 2x instead of 5 to 10x. Buyers who'd resell it will just buy personal and hope you don't notice. Burying the license terms in a separate PDF nobody opens before checkout. Put the summary right on the product page. Using vague tier names like Standard and Pro that don't tell the buyer which one applies to them. Forgetting to mention the commercial tier at all. Many buyers who'd happily pay more simply don't know the option exists. Treating this as a one-time setup. As your audience shifts toward more professional buyers, revisit your price ladder every few months. Why this only works if you actually have a store. None of this tiering logic matters if buyers can't find a clean place to choose between options and pay in a few taps. That's the case for getting a real storefront live instead of DMing files and Venmo requests. A single store. Fan link in your bio can hold your entire tiered lineup. Take payment by card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, or PayPal, and deliver the download automatically. If you haven't set one up yet, it takes minutes to create your store and list your first tiered product. It's also worth checking the plans before you scale a tiered catalog. Paid plans run with 0% platform fees, which matters once your commercial tier starts pulling in bigger tickets. Every dollar of that markup should land in your account, not get shaved off by fees stacking on top of your processor's cut. FAQ. Key takeaways. License tier, file version. Most of the time it's the exact same download, gated by price and terms, not by content. Personal use pricing anchors low to win volume. Commercial resale pricing anchors 5 to 10x higher for buyers who profit from your work. The license text is the product for your top tier. Write it like a real agreement, not a footnote. You can run both tiers from one storefront listing using 2 checkout options. No extra hosting or file duplication needed. Clarity beats cleverness. Name the tiers after what the buyer is doing, not abstract labels like Tier 1 and Tier 2. Start your creator store free at store.fan.